All right. Well, we're here. We're at Betrayal. At house
Why is
on the hill.
Betrayed.
What?
Why is real orange?
Why is real orange?
I'm orange because when we started the game, the only colors available were orange.
I got all of our colors, which don't really matter. So here's how this game works. It's a spoof game, by the way. Turn on this music. Or not. Just play this. There we go. I want to turn it down slightly. I don't know.
Is there music playing? I hear nothing.
You might want to turn you have to turn your own volume up.
Where is my volume?
It's in music, or you might also need to turn your
MP3
actual
volume all the way up.
Go to your music, then.
Oh,
shut that
that's
off,
why, because I'm not hearing it through my headphones. Never
Go
mind.
to the music player and turn that on too. All right. Well, anyway, it's a spoof game. So basically, we are going to be exploring a mansion, and as we explore, we draw new tiles and we just kind of fill it out as we go. So it's kind of randomly generated, and we're all together at the start, and eventually something happens, and I will get to that when it happens. One of us is outed as the traitor, and when that happens, other things happen, which again I will get to. I think it would be better if we just kind of start playing, and then I explain stuff later. So up here are all our characters. Up on the top here, these 6 people. Pick whoever the hell you want. You can roll a dice to have that decide for you if you want. Color doesn't matter. Pick who you want. If you do pick a different color, change your person, change your base to your color, and then also take one of these 4 dice rollers as well. These are double-sided, by the way, so you can actually flip these over for another character. They're kind of similar. They're like similar characters. They just might be differently themed. You want to be little girl or little girl, or weird lady or other weird lady, or a priest
lady.
or a professor, or a big brute or another big brute, or a kid or another kid, or a rich lady, or maybe not rich lady, who looks kind of crazy in that.
Which weird lady do I want to be? Do I want to be Madame Zostra or Vivian Lopez?
I'm just gonna be the kid. I'm gonna be Peter Akimoto. Also, make sure your little rings are next to your oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Make sure your little rings are on the numbers. There should be you should have like little green numbers. Those are your
oh,
starting.
That made that terrible.
Those are your starting sets. There you go.
All right.
Take these.
I'll just make her base red. Where's my dice roller? Is that what this thing is?
Yeah. So basically, these you just press it as many times as dice you want to roll. So basically, these numbers that you have on your boards represent your stats. During the first part of the game, we'll be kind of doing things. We'll be exploring the house and doing things to raise or lower these. Obviously, you want to raise them. We cannot die in this first part of the game, but when the second part of the game starts, then we can die, and you die when your stat goes so low that it gets onto the skull. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Turn this down. Jesus, why is this so loud? But yeah, make sure your little rings are on the green numbers, because that's your starting stats. And so yeah, to use the dice roller, you just click it as many dice as you want. So if you want to roll 5 dice, you just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it'll roll them, and then it'll get rid of them. It'll even tell you what you got.
All ones and a 0.
All right, everybody, put your character up here on the foyer, or I should say, I'm sorry, the entrance hall, not the foyer. Because those are 2 different things for some reason. So here's how this works. You can move, and a space in this case is like one of these squares. So like, you know, a space you can move through any of the doors. There are no, I don't believe, locked doors in this particular version of the game, so you don't have to worry about unlocking doors unless it specifically says that it is. If you want to go upstairs, you would have to move up to the staircase, and then that would place you over here on the upper landing. There is currently no way to get to the basement, although that will change possibly during gameplay. Also, if you go down into the basement, there might not be a way immediately to get back up, so be careful about that. Whenever something calls for a skill test, generally that just means you roll as many dice as your stat being tested. You want to get a certain number. And then the amount of spaces you can move is technically your speed stat.
Okay.
But you have to stop moving if you go into a room that has you draw a card. Now the cards are over here. These yellow ones: omen, item, and events. This one too. And you'll know that you need to draw a card because the room that you will get and place will have one of these symbols on it: a raven, a bullhead, or this spiral thingy. And then you will draw that card, read it aloud, so everyone can read it and do what it says.
Was this supposed to get shuffled?
Yes, I did. I did shuffle it. So the way these work, and maybe I could move these over here for now so that they're closer. If you are on the ground floor, which we are, then and you explore a room, and exploring just means you go through a door that doesn't lead anywhere. That's you exploring a new room. You would draw a card that says ground on the back, and place it there. If the card does not say ground, for instance, if the card says upper and you are not on the upper floor, then just draw it and put it aside and keep on doing that until you get one that says the floor that you're on, and then you place that one. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So we'll get into more rules as things go along. I don't know. I think it's probably more fun to just go for it and see how things go. The first person to go, if you look on your own little sheet, apparently I'm 13 years old. I weigh 98 pounds. My hobbies include bugs and basketball. And my birthday is September 3rd. We're gonna go by who has the last birthday.
My
The
birthday
most
is
recent
December
birthday.
10th.
So August 2nd for Lost Joke. What does it say? July 27th. It looks like it's gonna be me. And then we will just go left. We'll go to Rill and then Craig and then Lost Joke, and then we'll just go in that order.
Okay.
So also you can never go this way. You cannot go outside unless
We cannot leave the manor.
Yeah,
Why are we in the manor?
I don't know. There's no story. There's no story in this game. I thought like at least they would say, "Oh, you and some friends are called up to a manor, etc., etc." But no, there's really not. It's just a game, apparently.
A professor, a madam, a young boy, and a teenage girl.
Why am I like?
I'm not
just
a madam. I am
looking.
a mystic person. That kind of madam.
Yeah, you are
Zastra.
Madame
You're
Zastra.
a madam.
Her hobbies
But I'm
include
not a madam in the way that you were saying
astrology,
the word
No,
cooking,
you
and
don't know
baseball.
the way I was saying it.
Hey, lady, you like sports? I like sports too. What's your hobbies, Craig? Your hobbies? Gaelic music.
Gaelic music, drama, and fine wines.
Nice. And then what's Lost Joke is playing Heather Granville, whose hobbies include television and shopping.
I think we should say that Professor Longfellow and Madame Zastra are the parents of these kids.
Is this a
All
kid?
Even though
right.
they have
I guess she is
different
18,
last
yeah.
names.
All right, sure. I thought we were just going to be
We
like a
were on
plucky band of
we were
meddling
on
people.
a family vacation, and the car broke down, and it started like raining and thundering really hard, so we had to run into this creepy mansion to take refuge from the storm.
I'm going to explore this room.
We're a strange new age couple where I'm the science half of the couple and you're the mysticism side of the couple.
Yeah.
And then we're also the type of new age couple that gives their kids different last names.
Yeah.
So by the way, you can turn the things. You can turn the tiles to line them up with doors. It's not allowed to what they call seal off a room or a floor, which means placing a room in such a way that no other rooms could possibly be put there. So don't do that. So in this case, I discover the kitchen, and it has a thing to draw a card, which means that my turn is essentially over. Now I draw a card, do what it says, and then it's the next person's turn. So in this case, I draw an omen card, which is good because this will explain. I'll have to explain something else to you guys. Ooh, I got a dog. Companion, this mangy dog seems friendly, at least you hope it is. Gain 1 might and 1 sanity now. Okay, let me... 1 might. And 1 sanity. By the way, by gain, it means just move your thing up that many. Because there are some, if you actually look at your thing, some of these actually have the same number twice. That's just like the different slots that you have. So this means move your thing up 1 slot. For me at least. Lose 1 might and sanity if you lose custody of the dog. Take a small monster token to represent the dog. Put it in your room. Use a token of a different color from other monsters, if any. Once during your turn, the dog can move to any explored room up to 6 spaces away using doors and stairs, and then return. It can pick up, carry, and or drop 1 item before it returns. The dog isn't slowed by opponents. It can't use one-way passages or rooms that require a toll. It can't carry items that slow movement. This omen can't be dropped, traded, or stolen. Why would I ever want to say? I guess... Yeah, okay, so let me, I guess I'll take a thing. Small... You know what?
Take a green one.
I'm gonna take a...
It's official. Merg is haunted.
I'm gonna take the
It's
dog
not you this
from,
time, one joke.
It was
'Cause
never
you
me.
passed on the haunting.
Merg says I need a dog that actually looks like a dog.
There, I got it. It's a little big. I'll make him smaller. Oh shit, he's also...
It's also upside down.
He's grid snap. There we go. There. How's that? It's still kind of big, but you know what? It's fine.
I'd say he's not big enough.
There.
All right. So here's the next. Is anything playing right now? Where's all this music from? Play. Not all players have loaded the audio clip. Well, then go to the next one. This thing is like messing up today.
Deep Noise by Kevin MacLeod. Is that what it's supposed to be
Now
playing?
it's playing Gathering Darkness. There it goes.
Okay.
Now it's playing. Okay, so a haunt roll. A haunt roll is how we determine when the traitor is discovered. So a haunt roll is you roll 6 dice. It's always 6 dice.
Everyone or just you?
Just me.
Alright.
And you have to roll higher than the amount of omen cards. So right now we have 1 omen card. So we have to get higher than 1. Which is very likely, but you never know. I got a 5. So we're fine. And that's my turn. So now, Rill's turn.
Now it's my turn.
So yes, you can move again. You can move as many spaces as your speed stat. So you can move up to 3 spaces. And then, of course, you probably want to explore a room.
I'll follow you, child, and then I will explore the room off the kitchen.
Okay. So, so draw and put it aside until you get one that says ground, which is right there.
Chapel.
What does this say? Once per game, if you end your turn here, gain 1 sanity. Well, you are ending your turn here, so...
I gain a sanity.
Yep, put 1 sanity up. You also are going to draw an event card.
No, I want you to
Evil
move.
priest.
There. Event card. Where's event? Here's events. Locked safe. Behind a portrait is a wall safe. It's trapped, of course. Put safe token in this room. Once during an explorer's turn, that explorer can attempt a knowledge roll to open the safe.
In here? No, it's in one of these. Search. Where's the safe token? Safe. Got it. I wish there was a dark theme for the Tabletop Simulator thing.
So there was a creepy portrait of Saint Alessia, or Saint Alessa, and I pulled it off the wall instead of setting it on fire, and there was a safe behind it.
Nice. Once during an explorer's turn, that explorer can attempt a knowledge roll to open the safe. You can do that right now if you want.
Alright, I'll try and do it. Sure. How many dice do I roll?
You roll, so knowledge is, this one. So you roll 4. You roll 4 dice.
So I roll 4.
I'm a professor and my teenage daughter is just as knowledgeable as I am.
You got a
6.
6. 5 plus, draw 2 item cards and remove the safe token. You got it. You got the safe.
Yeah, I opened the safe.
Even though her
2
hobbies are
cards.
television and shopping.
Look, I watch educational television.
So
In the
items.
safe?
Yeah. Items are something that are you can use them once a turn. They're not used up unless they say they're used up. So you can use them once a turn, and then you get to keep them for your next turn.
So inside the safe was a bundle of dynamite. The fuse isn't lit yet. Instead of attacking, I can throw the dynamite through a connecting door into an adjacent room. Each explorer and monster with might and speed traits in that room must attempt a speed roll to avoid taking damage from the dynamite. I can only use the dynamite once.
Okay, so you can only use it once.
Also, beside the dynamite was a brass bell that makes a resonant clang when rung. I gain 1 sanity, and I lose sanity if I lose the bell. Once during my turn, after the haunt is revealed, I can attempt a sanity roll to use the bell. The bell will move any number of unimpeded heroes 1 space closer to me, or if I fail, it will make the traitor... The traitor can move any number of monsters 1 space closer to me.
Alright.
If there is no traitor, all monsters move 1 space closer to you.
So you get to keep those. Those are yours, unless they get stolen, which is a thing that can happen.
I need to up my sanity.
Craig.
I'm very sane.
It is your turn. So you can move up to 4 times.
I'm not very sane. Neither is my daughter.
I'm very sane.
I'm beginning to think that you cheated on me to have Peter.
Why?
Zastra. Because me and my daughter are very alike, but Peter's all... He's not as smart.
I mean, I'm also Asian.
He's way more sane.
I mean, my name is
Maybe we adopted
Akimoto,
Peter.
So he's Asian. I don't remember adopting Peter.
I adopted Peter before I married you.
That was during your drunk phase, Dad. You were very drunk like all the time. You were having trouble in the lab. It was just bad.
So we naturally conceived this daughter who is now 18 years old, and somehow you adopted this 13-year-old before we got married.
Yes.
That's your story?
Yep. I mean, it makes sense to me. This is the 21st century. Things can happen.
Maybe
Maybe he's from a previous marriage.
Oh, fuck if I know.
Craig, are you gonna move?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna explore over here.
Okay.
That room has a doorway that leads into a blank wall.
That's fine. It happens. Charred room. Draw an omen card. That's it. That's all you do, and your turn is over after that.
Your face is over. Spirit board, a board with letters and numbers to call the dead. I guess Ouija is trademarked.
Probably.
It's a Ouija board.
It's a Luigi board.
Yeah. It's a Ouija board.
Before you move during your turn, you can look at the top tile of the room stack. If you use the spirit board after the haunt has been revealed, the trader can move any number of monsters 1 space closer.
Okay. And you need to make a haunt roll. So that's Omens are generally basically something happens and then you also kind of keep it as an item that you can use in general. So now you roll 6 dice and hopefully you roll 2 or more because that's how many omens we have. Yep. Okay, and we're good to go. Lost Joke, it is your turn.
There's a door that goes nowhere.
You can
Yes.
you can actually put a room over here technically if you really want to, but
Not that one.
yeah, just put it over here. Make a pile because that does have bearings later on. Do you want to put it like that, or you want to rotate it? All right.
Let's have this house make sense.
Library. Once per game, if you end your turn here, gain 1 knowledge. So, you are ending your turn here because you cannot move anymore, so gain 1 knowledge, and then draw an event card.
Angry being. It emerges from the slime on the wall next to you. You must attempt a speed roll.
Alright, your speed is 4, so you roll 4 dice. Six. Nice. You get away and gain 1 speed.
Does that mean he has to leave the room, or?
No, I think he's escaped in the room, I guess.
Okay.
I'm more smarter.
He got away before it grabbed him.
My turn. How many can I move right now? I can move 4, and I have a dog with me. I'm just gonna go ahead and move across the hallway. The organ room.
For a second, I thought that said orgy room.
For a second, I thought it said pain room. Woof! Woof woof! Organ room. Nothing happens except I draw a card.
Organ room. Shouldn't you be near the chapel? What the
Secret
fuck with
passage.
the layout
A
of this house?
section of the wall slides away. Behind it, a moldy tunnel awaits. Put a secret passage token in this room. Roll 3 dice and place a second secret passage in. All right. So let me get the secret passage thingies.
I can see this house becoming like a non-Euclidean existence.
It's definitely, yeah. All right. So 1 goes here. Put it kind of in the corner. It's behind the organ. And then I need to roll 3 dice. And I got a 2. Any existing ground floor room. So we haven't really explored that much, so
The secret passage.
the library maybe?
Chapel.
Chapel? Okay, that makes sense.
It would make sense for the organ room to
Behind
be
the
connected
altar.
to the chapel.
Let me put it over here. I can actually still read the things.
And the chapel officially has a secondary exit as opposed to just being a one-way room.
I like how everyone going to the chapel just has to file through the kitchen.
Yep. That makes sense.
So, basically, yeah, we can now at any point spend a move to use the secret passage. Just 1 move. Basically, we spend 1 move to move to the chapel from the organ room.
So my
I think
son
that's it.
just ran across the hall, found a secret passage, and I heard him yelling, "Wow, cool!" And now I know where the secret passage is.
I only yelled "Wow, cool" after I banged on the organ like crazy for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Who were you banging with?
The dog, obviously. Rill, it's your turn.
All right. All right, I'm following my son. 1, 2, and now I'm going this way. Abandoned room.
I see why
that's
this
an omen.
room is abandoned.
Yeah, there's like nothing here. There's a nice rug.
A madman. I have found a new companion. A
Oh my
madman.
god.
A raving, frothing madman. I gain 2 might and lose 1 sanity. I lose 2 might and gain 1 sanity if I lose custody of him. And now I need to make a haunt roll.
6 dice.
So what shall my madman token be? Does he need a token, or
does
is he
he need a
just guy
token? I
who's
mean,
with
I
me?
can
don't think-
grab
It
one,
doesn't
but
say anything about needing
yeah,
a token.
I think that we're okay without.
Gain 2 might, lose 2 sanity.
You just
I
picked
think-
up a whole human being and put him in your pocket.
No, he's just following me now.
I take my
Alright.
eyes off you for 5 minutes, and you always end up with a lover.
6 dice, and you have to get 3,
6 dice.
or is it 3 or higher? You have to match and go higher. I can't remember if you have to match
Constantly
or
cheating
get
on
higher.
me.
You got 5. let me quickly look up and see if you have to either match or get higher. 'Cause I can't remember.
Moon's haunted.
15. The haunt, making a haunt roll less than the total number of omen cards, so you do have to just match or get higher. Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna put madman on this side.
All right, Greg.
Can I move this? Can you move this?
What?
The clicky button.
You have to kind
a
of drag
little
it
bit?
by the edge. It's a like a bag, so you have to kind of click and hold.
Alright.
Coal
I'm gonna put
shoots.
Madman on
Yeah, you're going to the basement, Craig, and you can't come back.
Goodbye!
Because you did not draw a card, though, that means if you still have move points left, you can continue moving.
I used 2 to get there. So
basically, you're just
I like that
exploring one.
he went from the library into the next room and just fucking fell straight down.
Whoops!
This is obviously the Winchester house.
A wine cellar. And you draw an item card.
my hobbies include fine wines,
Yeah.
and I made a beeline directly to the wines.
How did you
Smell
know
it.
where it is, though? How did you
I
know?
can smell it.
Got the
Alright,
one.
I
Let him
think
draw an
I
item.
think maybe you might be the traitor.
Found a sacrificial dagger.
A twisted shard of iron covered in mysterious symbols and stained with blood.
When making
And
a
then
might
make
attack.
a might attack. Roll 3 extra dice with a knowledge roll.
Not bad.
Alright.
Might come in handy later.
If you fuck up the roll, it'll stab you.
Come in handy later when I'm murdering my wife for constantly cheating on me with
Yeah.
madmen and,
You're gonna be the traitor. I just know it. Lost
and
joke.
Peter's dad.
I'm gonna go to the basement too.
Okay. It is one movement to go up there. So
She
one.
said, "Wee down the slide."
Whee!
Now I move.
Well, you can continue moving if you have more move points.
Where's my speed?
So that's like 2, basically. You've used 2, so... Because it was 1 to get down to the basement, and then 1 to move to the creaky hallway. Oh my god. Okay. When exiting, you must attempt a knowledge roll of 4+. If you fail, lose 1 sanity, but you can move. Draw an omen card.
I found a book. A diary or lab notes, ancient script or modern ravings. I gain 2 knowledge now, and I lose 2 knowledge when I lose.
Okay. So you get to keep that, but you do have to roll for haunt. That's 6, and we want 4
Or
or more.
Mega smart. Say roll 4.
6.
or 6.
Roll 6 dice. Yeah. And you want to get 4 or more. Okay. We're still going.
We're fine.
And that's a dead end, so I'm gonna have to leave.
No, that you're done.
Oh, because I had to draw a card.
Yeah, whenever you draw
I'm
a
still
card,
gonna
that's your
have to
movement
leave.
done. You are, but
But I'm so smart right now.
all right. Come on, Fido. We're leaving. One.
Like, you have no idea.
two.
I'm so smart.
I think it's only one to go up here. I have 4
Oh, is that
left.
where the stairs are?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it counts as a movement from the foyer to the upper line.
All right, so that's 3. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm discovering a new room anyway. The junk room. When exiting, you must attempt a might roll of 3+. If you fail, lose 1 speed, but keep moving. And I draw an omen card. Holy symbol. A symbol of calm in an unsettling world. Gain 2 sanity now. Okay. 1, 2. And I lose it if I lose the holy symbol. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5 or more.
Just barely.
Alright. Really?
Okay, I'm just gonna go. Where's the cards? Here. I'm gonna put that here. I'm gonna say I moved this way because it makes no sense.
I mean, you could. Houses do have, like, wings that go in front of the thing, but
in front of the front door.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep moving.
Okay.
Collapsed room.
Uh-oh.
I must attempt a speed roll of 5+ to avoid falling. If I fall in the hole, draw a basement tile.
And fall there.
So my speed is 3.
So draw 3 dice. You
Nope.
failed.
Straight down.
And you get hurt.
So go ahead and draw a basement tile. Looks like there's one right there on top, and put it somewhere, and that's where you fall to.
Say that again, Merg. You cut out.
You draw a tile, you put it wherever you want, and that's where you fall to.
That should be connected to one of these.
Yes, I believe so. But
Alright.
there's also space
Okay,
up here
so
if you want to
never
connect up here too. There's lots of spaces.
to an underground lake.
Also, by physical damage, so you have mental and physical. The mental is your speed or might. You can choose which one that you would like to damage. Same, if you ever suffer mental damage, you can choose to take it away from either sanity or knowledge. You can break it up. Like if you get like 2 damage, you can do 1 sanity and 1 knowledge, or you can do 2 sanity or whatever. So you took 1 physical damage.
I'm gonna take a might.
And draw an event
now
card.
I draw an event. After falling into this underground lake.
Oh, also I need to put a thing here.
Something slimy. What's that around your ankle? A bug? A tentacle? A dead hand? Clawing? Move your hand, Merc. Move your hand.
Press Alt, Rill. Learn to press Alt.
No. You must attempt a speed roll. If you roll 4 or more, you break free. Alright.
Gain 1 speed.
It's definitely a tentacle.
Definitely a tentacle.
Did you roll a die for your damage?
No, you don't roll die for damage. You just take 1.
It says 1 die
A
of
3.
damage.
Does it?
So,
Where?
yeah, it does.
On the
Oh, it
collapsed
does.
room.
I'm sorry. I guess it does. I thought it was just 1
3,
damage.
I lose 1 might.
Okay. Sorry, I misread that. Alright.
Well,
Really,
should I
right.
roll a die for that, or should I just go with
Just go ahead and go
-1?
with it. Let's just continue on. We'll know next time.
Alright.
By the way, the collapsed room, next time someone enters this, they do not have to roll for that, because now we know it's a collapsed room, so you're not just going to fall down. You can choose to fall down, but you will take the damage, and you will fall into the underground lake. Just letting you know. So the collapsed room is not like a super dangerous room now that Rill has taken the fall.
Now that I've fallen down here with my murderous husband.
Yes. Craig, I believe it's your turn.
You say that like you didn't provoke me to it.
Like I didn't intentionally fall down the hole.
Your constant infidelity. It's my turn.
Yes.
The madman came with me.
Also, another thing, when you enter a room that has a symbol on it that we have already explored, you don't have to redraw, you just continue on. In case that wasn't
I
clear.
figured.
You draw again.
No, you don't draw again. No, I don't think so.
So you can't go to a room to draw. Okay.
The larder. Should move these, kind of separate them a little bit. It's fine. Once per game, if you end your turn here, gain 1 might. So the husband basically went to the wine cellar and then found the closet with all of the food. He's just engorging himself.
Shaggy? You immediately found your way to the food stores. Are you just Shaggy?
Apparently.
Also draw an item card.
Drawing an item.
Yeah.
I get armor. I got a dagger and armor.
Yeah.
It's just prop armor from a Renaissance fair, but it's still metal. Anytime, not just once per turn, I take physical damage, I take 1 less point of damage. This item can't be stolen.
Okay. Last joke.
So he found a set of prop armor and put it on immediately.
And I'm wielding this bloody dagger with
Yeah.
And he's gorging himself on the food.
arcane runes on it.
And
Yeah.
he's already drunk. And he might
And
be
he's already
murderous.
drunk.
I've got wine all over me.
Well, I've got a stick of dynamite.
Alright,
And
I
you
have
don't
to
even know
leave.
who I am, because if you see me, you're just gonna see
It's just
some
that
strange
creepy man
person
in armor.
So yeah,
With
you
a
need to
bloody
roll
dagger.
against your knowledge.
Which is
carrying a
8.
Ouija
I'm
board.
very smart.
Wow.
I
The
keep
left count.
forgetting to use my
That's-
Ouija board.
Fine, you don't fail. You just
I'm very
don't lose
smart.
anything. You don't lose anything, you can just move. Ooh,
The
Mystic
fuck?
Elevator. Okay, so this is interesting. Once per turn, roll 2 dice and move this room next to any open door on what you roll. Just basically don't roll a 0, and you're fine.
How do you take damage from falling into the basement when you're already in the basement?
What do you mean?
He's already in the basement.
Well, that's not falling into the basement, that's just you take damage because you did a shit roll.
Mm. I assumed that it was you take damage because the thing just slammed into the floor really hard.
Well, it's moving between dimensions, and it just, like, crashes in that case.
Yeah.
I guess so.
I don't
Messed up
think you
TARDIS.
have to use this right now,
I don't
though,
think you do,
if you
no.
don't want to.
If you don't want to, you don't have to, but... You got a 1,
Here we
so you're moving somewhere in the basement. So basically, you take this whole tile, and you move it somewhere in the basement to a connecting door. And then you can continue moving if you have the move points to use.
Go visit your daddy in the larder. You'll get might.
Let me let me move some of these real quick.
I
Yeah.
stepped out of the
Do that.
elevator
That's
into
fine. Move
nothing.
them. Place
What
them
is this,
somewhere, and I'll move
Gmod?
over.
Obviously, it is Gmod.
You enter the larder where this armored dude carrying a bloody dagger covered in crumbs and wine is like, "Hello, daughter."
Hello, daughter. But that's just the way he normally acts, so it's not like scary.
And it's just normal. It's like
It's
walking.
always scary.
Do I keep moving?
You can if you have the move points,
No.
or if you end your turn
If
here, you gain
end
1
your
might.
turn, you get might.
Yeah,
Alright, I'll end my turn.
so you get 1. Move your might up 1.
So you just wander in from this magical elevator and start gorging yourself on the food with me. Like father, like daughter.
Yeah, so far.
I think we need to be a team against the other half of this family. This traitorous family.
I need to roll might and get 3 plus.
What did my son do?
My might is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, your son.
I actually did it. Okay. So I'm gonna go up. And I got the research lab. Oh, good. Boring crap that my dad would like. Woof.
I'm not your dad.
keep reminding me of that. I got an event.
You're no son of mine.
Rotten. The smell in this room, it's horrible. It smells like death, like blood. The slaughterhouse smell. Slaughterhouse
Just like
5.
my lab at home.
You must attempt a sanity roll. And hopefully I get good. Sanity 6 though. I still rolled like crap. I lose 1 might. Good. Good.
You have the proportional strength of a 13-year-old boy.